Next one, unlabeled data. If you observe the diagrams, so when I say labeled data, imagine, let us take there is a image. Just imagine there is a image, and here for the given image they are not highlighting, but we can easy to understand. This is the tail, and this one is the eyes, this one is the ears, this one is the leg, a small toy. Actually, it is playing with the toy. By looking at that, these are all nothing but a features. These are all nothing but what, man? Feature means nothing but input, sir. What exactly? Input actually. Then based on this feature, can you tell me what is outcome actually? Dog, right? So when you're talking about the label data comes up with either tag or label. Label data comes up with either what exactly? Tag or label. This is so called as a label data. Either it can be directly the animal name or else the measurement. So what is a weight? What is a height? The kind of some measurement actually. The next one will be unlabeled data. What do you mean by unlabeled data? We have only inputs. We have only what, man? There is no outcome actual. Outcome in the sense, here there is no tag. There is no tag. There is no label or a tag actual. Okay? Good. Maybe fine. So what I already covered, So imagine there is a discussion with the client. So the client is explaining about the data. If the data having, can you tell me, sir, input plus what exactly? Output. If the data having what exactly? Input plus what exactly? Output. Get ready. We need to apply supervised learning algorithm. We need to apply what exactly? Supervised learning algorithm. Supervised learning model. So during interview, definitely they will ask. So can you do let me know? So when we can apply this? So simple. So do you want to apply supervised or unsupervised actually? Look at the data. Tell me. Look at based on the data, we need to apply the model actually. The next one. This one is the scenario number 1. The next one is scenario number 2. Scenario number 2 actually. There is a data. Okay. The data having only input actually. Data having only what exactly mean? Input. No output. No what exactly mean? Output. Simple. We need to apply. Simple. We need to apply. We need to apply unsupervised learning model. Unsupervised learning model actually. That's it's very simple. We already covered in this one in the last week actually. So let me continue the discussion from here. You guys kindly please walk through these are all. Still remember there is a diagram. I skip this theory. I need to start from here. But anyway, let me explain one more time. Good. So even this theory also I didn't read. Let me cover these 3 diagrams. Then I can continue. Come on, get ready, sir. So first let me talk about supervised learning model. What model? Supervised learning model. What we are doing, think like there is a factory. That is nothing but a supervised learning model. We are giving the data having input and output. Data having what, man? Input and output actually. When I say input feature, output means target or label, right? So once you have given this data to the supervised learning model, it remembers the data. What data you have given, it remembers. It will learn from the data, right? And now it will create a small formulas in the sense, it will create one sentence for each diagram. Okay, this diagram, the first image is the dog. Here itself is telling first image is the dog. Dog having the big ears actually, and eyes. Next one is a tail. How it will be? It will create a one small sentence for every image. That is nothing but creating a formulas. Creating what exactly, man? Right. Can you tell me what is the framework? First one, remember. Next one, formulas. Good. So step first one, remember. Next one, formula. Once these two done, now suddenly you are giving new image actually. New image, and you are asking to the supervised learning algorithm, hey algorithm, can you please tell me what is this one? Then the supervised learning model will tell, can you tell me I think? Tell me, sir, I think. So seems to be this image is like a dog actually. This is so called as a prediction. This is so called as what, man? Prediction actually. Just try to keep in mind. We'll discuss these are all things. Supervised learning works in a remember, formulate and predict the framework, right? So the model first to remember the data set. So whatever you are giving, it will remember actually. Did you remember my father example? Go back to my father example. What is the first operation? Shuffling. Second operation? Splitting. Then before training, zero knowledge. After training, lot of knowledge. Why testing? To check accuracy. To check what, mean? Accuracy actually. The model formulates a model. The model formulates a model for what is a dog and what is a cat. It remember automatically. Whenever you are giving the new image, and the model automatically do the prediction, and based on the previous learning actually, what the either it is a what kind of label, and whether it is a cat or a dog. It's not a dot actually, it's a dog. I'm sorry. Okay, go back. Now here I skip actually. Okay, yeah, move on. Let me tell you. Nowadays it is a very commonly using for all application, that is so called as a supervised learning model. What model, Sarji? Supervised learning model. Okay, so image recognition, text processing, recommendation system, these are all. In previous images we have an image data about the dog and cats. We have seen, just now I have explained that images having the labels. Yes, the machine learning model use previous data in order to predict the label for what exactly mean new data point actually, new data point. So remember this one. So this we already covered. Can I move on? Yeah. Now move on. So from this document, minimum 3 interview question. First interview question, how many types of the model? First interview question, tell me, Sarji, how many types of the model? There are mainly 3 types of the model. Types of model. Types of model. There are mainly 3 types actually. So interview question number 1. Types of model. There are mainly 3, Sarji. The first one is so called as a supervised learning model. Second one is called as a unsupervised learning model. Third one is called as a reinforcement. Tell me, Sarji, reinforcement. Okay. Good. Then immediately the next question will be, what is a supervisor, what is unsupervised? Even they will ask a question actually, right? So this is so called as a supervised learning model. This is so called as a unsupervised learning model. Then please understand this. Okay. Yeah. Then we got it. Once you understand this, next one will be immediate next question. Types of supervised learning model. This is quite interesting. I will do one thing. Supervised learning model. Just bear with me. Types. This is important subject. Daniel, can you tell me? Yes. First point, you should know what do you mean by supervised learning model. Simple. There is a data having input and output. Tell me, Sarji, data having. Then you can go for supervised learning model. Under supervised learning model, it is again categorized. It is again divided actually. It is again what exactly mean? Divided. There are only 2 types. There are only what exactly 2 types. The first one is so called as a regression model. The second one is so called as a classification model. Important, sir. Repeating again. Under supervised learning model, it is again divided into 2 categories. The first one, talk with me. What is the first one? Regression model. Second one, one more time. What is the first one? Next one. Online team, are you following? Can I get one response, please? Offline and online. Come to the regular. So regular in the class. Why? Because ML is important. So don't skip the ML. Python pandas మీరు బుక్స్ చూస్తే అర్థం అవుతుంది, బట్ ఎంఎల్ అలా కాదు. టాపిక్ వింటేనే అర్థం అవుతుంది. ఓకే, మేబీ ఫర్ యువర్ బ్యాచ్, ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఫర్ ప్రీవియస్ బ్యాచెస్ ఐ డిడ్ంట్ కవర్. ఐఎమ్ ప్లానింగ్ టు యాడ్ క్వాంటమ్ ఎంఎల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఆల్సో. రీసెంట్లీ ఇండస్ట్రీ slowly that is coming. QML. What is the topic name? QML means very highly advanced. చాలా అడ్వాన్స్డ్ టాపిక్. నేను వర్క్ చేశాను దాని మీద. ఐ డూ హ్యావ్ గుడ్ హ్యాండ్స్ ఆన్. ఇఫ్ యూ నో ఎంఎల్ దెన్ యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ QML. మెటీరియల్ ఈజ్ రెడీ. మెటీరియల్ కూడా ప్రిపేర్ చేశాను. Quantum machine learning. Okay, so come to the session regularly. If you are not coming also, I will not point you, but don't skip the session. Move on. Back to the session. First point, Daniel, there is a data. Okay, the data having input and output. Data having what exactly, sir? Chaptara. Data having input and what exactly mean output. It's okay. Then we need to apply what exactly? Em apply cheyali? Tell me, we need to apply supervised learning model. Daniel, this point we already know. Supervised learning model. Okay. Under supervised learning model, again 2 categories. Can you tell me? First one, regression, next one. Right now here there is a counter question. Okay, under supervised, under what? I'm sorry, Sarji. Under supervised, right? So which types of the model we need to apply? What type of the model? What type of what exactly, sir? Model we need to apply. This is again you need to look at the data. So either it is a supervisor, actually look at the data. Either under supervisor, you understand supervisor. Under supervisor, which one again? Either regression or what exactly? Classification. Again you have to look at the data. Again you have to look at what exactly mean? Data. So what is the answer here, you know? If, listen carefully, if target value is continuous. Target value is what exactly? Continuous. Also called as a numerical value. What value, sir? Numerical value. Then we need to apply regression model. Let me repeat again. Malli repeat chestanu chudandi. So look at only target. Look at only what, man? Target matrame chudali. If the target value is a continuous value, cheppandi sir. If the target value is a continuous, one more time. If the target value is a continuous value, actually continuous, then we need to apply a regression model. We need to apply what exactly? A regression model. Then give me one example. Sure. You know, example is chudandi. Data number 1. The very well known example, the first one is area, the next one is rice packs. Tell me, Sarji. 1, 10, 2, 20, 3, 30, 4, 40, 5, 50. Now this is so called as a continuous value. Look at the target actually. Look at what, man? Target value. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Keep on increasing. Never ending story. Then you need to apply regression model. What model you need to apply? Yeah, please understand. Daniel, this is so called as a feature. This is so called as a target. This is so called as a, seems to be the target is a continuous value. What value, man? Continuous value. Continuous value in the sense, you know, it is keep on increasing. And continuous. It's okay. Keep on increasing actually. Never ever ending. Then, so this is so called as a input. This is so called as what exactly mean? Output. This is so called as a X. This is so called as a Y. Then please apply a regression model. Please apply what model actually? Regression model. Regression. One more example I will give. Don't worry. Let us be comfortable here. Then we can enter into the next one. Example number 2. Example number 2. Tell me, Sachi. Experience. This one is a salary. Very simple. If experience is increased, automatically salary will be increased actually. Same story here also. Same story. Okay? Yeah, good. So 1 year of experience, Daniel. $10K. $10K actually. In dollars. $10,000. 2 years of experience, tell me. $20,000. 3 years of experience, $30,000. Again, here what I need to apply? Regression model. What I need to apply, man? Now read the definition. Definition chudandi. If the target value is a continuous, if the target value is what, man? Continuous. Keep on increasing, Daniel. 10, 20, 30, 40. There is no limit. Continuously it is increasing actually. Go for regression model. Go for what model, Sarji? Regression model. Example number 3 I will give, then I can close the discussion. Example number 3. Okay, so please understand this we are doing practically. Okay, first one I would like to take area. Next one I would like to take price. Price tag actually. Price tag. Think like 100 square foot. Otherwise some 1000 square foot actually. 1000 square foot. Square foot. Just keep in mind. SF actual square foot. Okay. Then think like on an average I would like to tell 5 lakhs actually. 5 lakh. This one is a price tag. Price tag in rupees. That's still okay. In rupees. Right. The next one. Daniel, 2000 square foot. 10 lakhs actually. 10 lakhs. 3000 square foot. Can I get a response from you? 15. Now what is happening here, Sajay? Keep on increasing. Then here what we need to apply, regression model. So this is the best example. It is enough actually. Right, these are all good examples. These are all what exactly, sir? Good example. Then move on. Look at the data. Supervisor learning model divided into two types actually. We are regression models used to predict the number. By using regression model, we can predict what exactly, sir? Number. Okay. So the outcome of the regression model is continuous value. The output, the target, that label is so called as a continuous value. What value is actually continuous? Since the prediction can be any real value. Are you doing prediction for weight actually? Then weight is nothing but a number. Weight is nothing but what, Saji? Number. Go for regression model. Employee salary. Are you doing prediction for employee salary? Regression model. Are doing prediction for student marks? Regression model. Stock market value. Number of sales actual. Number of sales. I used to tell always like, Amazon next day how many sales, next month how many sales. Sir, regression model we need to apply. Can I get a response from you? Total how many types of model? 3. First one, supervised. Next one, unsupervised. Next one, first entry question. Next entry question. Types of supervised learning model. There are 2 types. Tell me the first one, regression. Next one, remember that. Predicting the price of what exact model that predicts what exactly? Class or state. Classification model. Simple. If the target value either class, if the target value is class or state, then we need to apply classification model. What model, Saji? Classification model. మీకు ఒక చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను చూడండి. లెట్ us take a cab. Let us take what exactly, sir? Cab బుక్ చేసాం అనుకుందాం generally. In terms of the cars, in terms of what exactly, sir? Cars. First one, white plate. What plate actually? White plate. The next one? Tell me. Yellow, very good. Yellow plate actually. The next one, nowadays green also. Red plate also would have kind of some government vehicles actually, right? It's okay. Let me ignore this one. Good. Take a cab. Just imagine only 3 states. The output is only what exactly mean? 3 states or three classes actually. You have already booked a cab. You are waiting near, near to the road actually. Near to the road. Suddenly one cab is coming. Suddenly one. First point, before the number, you can look at the color actually. Before the number, you can look at what man? Why you are looking at the color? Why? Because if it is what exactly mean? Yellow color. I'm sorry. If it is what exactly? Yellow color, then you will understand it is a rented actually. It is what exactly mean? Please make a note. I hope you got it actually, right? So if the target value is either class or state, so what do you mean by that? Here the target value is a limited. Target value is what exactly, sir? Limited, kind of some set of values. But previously regression model, it's not a set of value, continuous value. What value mean? I mean to say that here there is no range, but here there is a fixed range. There is what, Saji? Please make a note actually. Adi meer ardham chesukovali. Fixed range. Fixed range. Right? Now go for one more example. Let us just to take a humans actually. Based on body structure, who can easy to understand either what exactly mean male or what exactly female. Simple. There is only 2. Only what exactly mean? 2 actually. That's what you need to be understand. Okay. So we can move on. So these are the types of model that predicts either class or so state. Example types of animal, either cat or dog actually. Did you remember my father example? So my father started training and he, see as a concern, he wanted to train his son to train dog or cat actually. What kind of model, Saji? Classification model. What model? Only the outputs are 2. Either cat or what man? Dog. Then that is called as a classification model. Types of human, means either male or female. Biryani taste. Tell me, sir, either good or bad or what exactly? Not good. The next one, mail ID, either spam or what exactly? Yeah. So please understand this diagram. This is really good diagram. What is the temperature going to be tomorrow? So imagine you are doing prediction for tomorrow temperature. Numerical value. What value? Numerical value. No doubt at all, numerical value. Then that is so called as a, what exactly, Saji? Regression model. What model? Imagine you are telling 84. Based on the temperature, now you are going to tell either it is a very cold or what exactly, sir? Hot. Then this is so called as a classification model. What exactly, sir? Classification model actually. Water state, either cold or what exactly? Hot. Or you can go for neutral also, that is still fine. Next one will be, that's what you need to be understand regarding what exactly supervised learning model. There are only two. The first one will be regression, next one classification. Both are important. We are working in real time. Now the next one is so called as a unsupervised learning example. What example? Unsupervised learning example. Now let's move on. Now unsupervised data, unlabeled data. Labeled data means input and output. Data having what, Saji? Input and output. Unlabeled data in the sense only input, there is no label, no output actually. Good. Imagine you have given unsupervised learning model. What model? Unsupervised. This unsupervised learning model directly it will not tell you are these images are dog and these images are cat. It will not tell directly, but it will just apply group by technique. I don't know what data you have given. See, it is telling directly. I have no idea. What you have given. But still I can do one thing. I can tell these two, left hand side images and right hand side images, both are not same. This is group number 1, this is group number 2. Yeah, there are two groups actually. There are how many groups, man? Two groups actually, right? You can also call as a cluster number 1 and what exactly? Cluster number 2. Cluster number 2. Okay? Now look at the next one. Types of unsupervised learning model. Again, unsupervised learning model also having the types actually. Previously, supervised learning types we have seen. Now it's a right time we need to see for unsupervised learning models actually. First one is called as a clustering. First one is called as a clustering. Next one is called as a dimensionality reduction. Dimensionality reduction. Types of unsupervised learning model. Clustering. The next one is dimensionality reduction. Daniel, what is clustering? Simple, sir. Grouping the data based on similarity is called as a clustering. This is ML technique. What is clustering? Grouping the data. Here algorithm is doing grouping the data based on what, Sarji? Similarity. I need a response based on similarity. Similarity is called as a clustering. I will take one nice example. You will get an idea. Example this one chudandi. There is a one question from Harsha, I guess, actually. Array Daniel, in math topic, there is a regression. Is there any, okay, this is the continuation. Is there any connection between ML regression and, so math topic actually? 100% actually. 100% we'll discuss. There is a relation. We'll discuss, sir. We'll discuss. During, clustering. I am discussing about what exactly mean clustering. Get ready. So this is the task of grouping our data into cluster based on what exactly some similarity. Think like you have plotted the data and you can say like this one is a first group, this one is second group, this one is what exactly mean, so third group actually, third group. Go to the schools, A grade, B grade, C grade actually. Did you remember? Back end they applied clustering technique. What technique actually? Clustering technique, right? So I will cover. See, imagine let us take one small basket having some different objects, right? So these objects we can just try to divide. By color we can divide actually. Green, orange, blue, the next one, silver color. The next one is what exactly, sir? By shape. Sharp edges actually, small one actually. Okay, move on. Now here I will tell you, what do you mean by cluster? Daniel, this one is a data. Here, there is no label or target actually. Either it is a volleyball or football or cricket ball. There is no label here. Listen carefully, sir. This ball is playing for what? Either volleyball or cricket or football. There is no label actually. Just these are all different balls. Images we have given. This one is a unsupervised learning algorithm, especially clustering technique. What technique actually? Clustering technique. If you have given this data, to the ML algorithm, I can see one pattern. Can I ask you a question? What is pattern actually? Knowledge. Remember, the terminology is very, very important. I can see, I observed one knowledge actually. What is that knowledge, you know, Sarji? It is just dividing group by technique actually. These three balls are different, similar. These two balls are similar. These three balls are what exactly, sir? Similar. I have a question for you. How many groups? 3 groups. Group terminology belongs to the pandas, but ML terminology belongs to what exactly? Clustering. Tell me, sir. Now, how many clusters actually? 3 clusters. Good. Now, what unsupervised learning model it will do, you know, it prepares the clusters like this. Ila clusters in prepare చేసిన దగ్గర పెట్టుకుంటుంది. Now, suddenly, some new ball came. You are giving this one as input actually. Then this unsupervised learning algorithm, it will try to compare, okay, your look like, you know, previously any cluster I do have, this is not belongs to the first cluster. Even this one is not belongs to the second cluster, and looks like this belongs to what exactly, man? That is called as a prediction. That is called as what, man? First, what it will do, you know, you can give the data and it will apply group by, and it prepares the cluster. It prepares what, Sajid? Imagine if any new data point came, then this new data point belongs to which cluster it can map. It can what exactly, sir? Map chesum. Okay, that is so called as a clustering. This is a good example for clustering technique. We are doing practical. We are doing what exactly, man? Practically, these are all. The next one is so called as a dimensionality reduction. What is the next one? Dimensionality reduction. What do you mean by dimensionality reduction? You know, let me cover. Dimensionality reduction. Please understand here. First, you should understand what is dimension. Simple, a column in data set. Either you can say data set or data frame. Let me repeat again. Can you tell me one more time? What is this one, Sajid? Dimension. First, understand the dimension. Dimension means what exactly, sir? A column in a data set or what, Sajid? Data frame. Then, Daniel, what do you mean by dimensionality reduction? Dimensionality reduction means removing column from data set or data frame. Oh, okay. Removing unuseful, unnecessary columns. Unnecessary what exactly? Column from the data set or data frame is so called as a dimensionality reduction actually. Ante, let me take one small example. Daniel, what do you mean by that? Name, area, respects. Or else if you want, I can take one small thing. First one, this one is experience. This one is salary. This one is what exactly, sir? Salary. It's okay. Every time I'm taking the previous data set, good. The first one is kind of some Raju. Listen carefully. First one. The first one is kind of some what exactly, sir? Raju. 1 year of experience, $10K dollars actually. Rani. 2 years of experience, $20K dollars. The next one, Daniel. 3 years of experience, $30K dollars actually. $30K dollars. Now I have a question. Getting salary depending upon what exactly, sir? Experience, but not what exactly? But not name actually, right? Now here, removing the name. Here, what exactly, sir? Removing the name is called as what exactly? Here, 1 minute. Let me have a little theory actually. Here we need to remove name column because you know, so this column is not useful. Not useful, such. Okay. Who will see? These are all step by step. Who will see? Practically, we are doing anyway, so don't worry. That's what you need to. This is the task of simplifying our data set, and there are few features without losing much generality. Important such during ML will cover. This is something like where are all not useful column we are going to remove. So that is so called as a dimensionality reduction. The dimensionality reduction algorithm will find the ways that group them and losing as little information. It's okay if you are losing some information, that is still fine. That's what you need to be understand. The next one, what is the third category? Did you remember? That is a separate one. Reinforcement learning. Sir, this is completely belongs to Gen AI. Agentic AI. This is belong to agentic AI. Agentic AI. I mean to say, here this terminology is important. Terminology. What is the terminology? Agent is important. The next one, environment is important. Environment is important. Next one, points based actually. Points based. Right. Repeating again. Do you want to understand reinforcement learning? I can make it separate topic actually. Terminology is important. What is the first one? Agent. The next one, environment. Next one, points based. We'll discuss this one later. During agents actually. Okay. Agentic AI. What do you mean by agentic AI? Creating agents is so called as agentic AI. Okay, man, that's what. So you need to be understand. So we're done this topic. I can change the status. Life cycle just a matter of 10 minutes. We done this. This is the running topic. ML life cycle. First, understand what is life cycle. Life cycle and అర్థం చేసుకోండి. What do you mean by life cycle? Let us take a day. Day తీసుకుందాం. Day life cycle. Day starts from morning. Next one, afternoon. Next one, evening. Next one, night. Again next day. Again what exactly? Next day. Tell me the life cycle. Same story. That is called as a life cycle. Ante it's never ever change. Either it is a Monday or what exactly Tuesday. It never ever change actually. This is so called as a life cycle. It's same as above actually. It's never ever change. No matter what. Right? This is so called as a life cycle. Same thing like that. Same thing like that. ML also having life cycle. Let me cover that. Okay. ML life cycle ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి అనేది చూద్దాం. We are doing this one practically. Another just 10 minutes. We are touching the code actually. Go back. I am waiting. Why? Because enough theory. These are all life cycle actually. Get ready to understand. Man, any data science project, this is the same like life cycle. First one, data collection. Chappan Sarji, first one, data collection. Next one, data preparation. Next one, data wrangling. Train the model, test the model, model deployment. One or two step might be vary, but we'll see. So the first one, take any data science project. First, what we need, Sarji, data. What we need? So in any data science project, data is something like a gold. Data is something like what, man? Gold actually. Without data, there is no data science project. Imagine just a client explain about a one-day meeting. One day client explain problem statements actually. End of the day, client is telling, I have no data. I have what exactly? No data. Things will not work actually. We need to, the client supposed to share the data first actually. Okay. Data gathering is the first step in any machine learning life cycle. Data gathering is the first step in any machine learning life cycle. In this step, we need to identify the different data sources. The different data sources, it can be CSV file, JSON file, Excel file. Otherwise, sometimes client will tell data is available in database. Data is available in what exactly, man? That database I'm covering. Sometimes client will tell data is available in the cloud actually. Where exactly, man? Cloud. We need to write a Python program just to access the data. Yes, we can access. Like S3 bucket. Cloud in the sense AWS S3 bucket. I'm covering one example. Data can be collected from different sources like as a files, database, web actually. Web in the sense, did you remember the example? There is a table in website and billionaires. Did you remember, sir? So we then website. The first one is a data collection. Collecting the data. What is the first one? Collecting the data. The next one, data preparation. During the data preparation, we should understand about the data format, quality of the data. So first point, once you are getting the data, please you have to understand what is the data type, what is the format actually, either CSV format or else Excel format. These are all things you need to understand. The next one, the types of columns also you need to understand. How to check the types of columns? How to check the types of columns, I'm asking. D types. What exactly? D types. Good. So very good. I'm not asking how to display the column. These are all basic operation. Imagine somebody have given the data. Pandas minimum to minimum 10 operations we need to apply. Shape attribute, columns attribute, D types actually, right? And these are all we need to apply. Head method we can apply, tail method we can apply. A better understanding of the data leads to what exactly? Effective outcome. Come on, one more time. A better understanding of what exactly? Maybe this is the third time or fourth time. నేను ఈ పాయింట్ మీకు ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పుంటాను. I might already discussed the same point with you before. Imagine tomorrow is a project meeting. So every 6 months or 8 months, client will give the new data actually for us. Tomorrow is a project meeting. Client is going to give the data. First, immediately I will interrupt the client. You do one thing directly. Why? Because I'm an experienced person. I can talk with the client directly like this actually. You do one thing. Just give me the data. Either 1 file or 10 files actually. We'll have a meeting again after 1 week. We'll have a meeting again. What exactly? After 1 week actually. Client should accept 99%. Then they will ask, yeah, why you need 1 week data actually. In between this week, we will understand the data. Then later you are explaining about any problem statement, we can understand very easily. That is the main motto actually. Then client will tell 1 week is it's okay. I may give 5 days actually. How many days, man? Now what I will do, I will take the data, all pandas operations I will apply. Then indirectly data, frankly speaking, if it is a new project, even I don't know what is the data type. What is the domain, I don't know. What is the columns, how many columns, I don't know. What is the data type of columns, I don't know. How many rows, I don't know. How many columns, I don't know. If I wanted to know, what I need to apply? Pandas I need to apply. What I need to apply, Sarji? On an average, all these 5 days, I will try to apply each and everything, either having missing values or not, either having outliers or not. These are all things I will apply. After 5 days, I will prepare one report actually. I will prepare one what, man? This is the data you have given. Total number of rows and columns. All columns data types like this. All columns what exactly, man? Data types like this. Now, put your point, can you read again? A better understanding. When you can understand in a better way, actually, apply pandas. Apply what, man? If you really understand the data in a very nice way, problem statement is very easy. Okay? A better understanding of the data leads to what exactly, man? Effective outcome actually. Outcomes 2 types. Effective, not effective. We'll find correlation, general trends, and what exactly, man? Outlier. Ani telusu. Next one is the data. Come on. What is the first one? Data collection. Next one, data preparation. What is the next one? Sarji, data wrangling. This is also called as a data wrangling, data munging, data pre-processing. Chala padalu untayi veetiki, right? Data wrangling is the process of cleaning and converting raw data into useful format. Okay. This is kind of some feature engineering also you can say. Data wrangling is a process of cleaning in the sense, imagine there is a missing values. I don't want missing value. We need to drop a missing value. That is nothing but a cleaning activity. What activity? Cleaning activity. Cleaning. And converting raw data into useful format. Imagine I wanted to apply min-max scaling technique. What technique? Converting from raw data into what exactly? Useful format. I have a categorical data, but ML algorithm will work with what, madam? Numerical data. We need to apply what exactly? Label encoding. What we need to apply? Label. Meer practice cheyali. Practice cheyaledu meer. It is a process of cleaning the data, handling missing value, finding the duplicate data. Finding what, man? Duplicate data. The next one, invalid data. Which one is the right data? Which one is invalid data? We need to understand. Selecting the variables too. Selecting few columns actual. So these are all things we need to apply. It is not necessary that the data we have collected is always for use. Go back here. Such a best point actually. Just look at this one. This is the data. Don't think like here every column is useful actually. One column is not useful. What is that? Name, not useful. Right? Don't think like that. Some of the data may not be useful. So repeating again, first one, data collection. Next one, data preparation. Next one, data wrangling. It is also called as a data munging. M-U-N-G-G, munging actually. M-U-N-G-G-I-N-G, munging. The next one, train the model. Yes. So during the training, the model can, learn different patterns. Patterns means knowledge, and we need to use this trained data set to train the model. We need to use trained data set to train what, man? We covered from my father example. After training, what is the next one? Testing. Once model trained, then testing is required to check what exactly. Why testing? To check accuracy. I need response. Why testing? To check accuracy. We need to use test data set to test the model. Once after training and testing is done, then we need to deploy the model. This is so called as a production ready code. Actually, once model trained and tested, if model is producing good results, then we need to deploy the model. We need to deploy what, Sarji? Model. Then, Sarji, the good news is the theory done. ML theory I pin. Exactly, I told 10 minutes actually. Within 9 minutes I closed. Good, move on. Come on, ready. Eighth topic is ML. R value. R means correlation. First ML algorithm. ML algorithm, which is so called as a simple linear regression. What is the topic name? Simple linear regression. First algorithm actually. Upcoming topic. This I need to hold until regression model. Regression actually. So I will tell you later why. Good news. Let's start the practicals actually. Get ready, sir. Every example is important here onwards. ML actual ML started today. Overall attended today theory. It's okay, Sarji. Overall attended all ML theory. You guys will understand. Get ready to move on. Let's move on. Yeah. Did you remember ML steps? ML steps గుర్తుండే మీకు? Okay. So don't worry, I will not ask. First one, importing the libraries. Good. Loading the data set. Data preparation. Data preparation means X comma Y. What is X? Input. What is Y? Fourth one will be splitting the data set. Fifth one, model creation. Model. Seventh one is last 5 steps belongs to ML searching. Last 5 steps belongs to machine learning. First 4 steps belongs to completely pandas and feature engineering. Pandas and what, man? This step we are going to do. So this topic will be, so training and test data set, right? And exactly we are implementing this step. Each step మనం ఇప్పుడు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయబోతున్నాం ప్రాక్టికల్లీ. యూ షుడ్ అండర్స్టాండ్ వన్స్ వీ ఎంటర్డ్ ఇన్ టు ద ఎంఎల్ మనం ఈ స్టెప్స్ లో ఎక్కడున్నాం అనేది మీకు అర్థం కావాలి. ఆర్ విత్ మీ ఆర్ నాట్? సో కెన్ ఐ గెట్ ఎ రెస్పాన్స్? వాట్ ఇస్ స్టెప్ నెంబర్ 4? Splitting the data set. Come again, one more time. What do you mean by splitting the data set? Go back to my father example. My father went to shop and he bought the images. How many images? 100 images. 50 dog images, 50 today. After shuffling, what is the next operation? Splitting. What is the ratio? 70-30. What is the ratio? That is called as a splitting. That is called as what, sir? Splitting. Let's move on. Let's learn this step. 70-30 ratio. Okay. Can I talk with the online team? You're following. I believe you're following. Mokhtar Sarji, almost similar. Okay. That steps is technical terminology. Life cycle is non-technical terminology. Where are we? And this one I need to open. Kada? Good, get ready, Sarji. Get ready. There are mainly 3 types of data set used in machine learning. Any ML algorithm, there are mainly 3 types of the data set. There are mainly what, man? 3 types. The first one, training data set. Chapter first one, training data set. Next one, testing data. What is the third one? This is optional. In industry level, we are not using. Here, validation data set is an optional, but training and testing data set is what, man? Mandatory. Validation data set is not an, it is an optional, not that much mandatory. Good. Get ready to understand. Good. Think like this one is a whole data set. My father went to shop and he bought 100 images. He bought how many images? What is the first operation? Shuffling. What is the first one? First one? Okay. After shuffling, next operation is so called as a training, and what exactly meant? Testing. Kind of some splitting the data set. What data set? This is really required. Let me tell you, training data set should be more data. Testing data set should be less data. Testing data set should be what, man? Less data set actually. This is really important. You have to be understand actually. Okay. With this training data set, what we need to do, we need to take algorithm, we need to train. We need to train the algorithm. With this testing data set, what we need to do, sir, the trained model. What model? The trained model. You already trained, right? That model we need to test. That model we need to what, man? Test actually. Diagram draw చేయమంటారా? Whole data set. Okay. I'm sorry, hold on. Just bear with me. I'm sorry, sir. We are good to go. Can somebody help me? This is so called as a training data set. What data set? Training data set. This is so called as a, oh, very good, Daniel. We got it. Now, so this one is a whole data set is divided into two parts actually. How many parts? Two parts. First one is a trained data set. Next one, this is the whole data set actually. Whole, complete data. Whole data set actually. When I say whole data set, think like 100%. Chappan Sarji, 100% of the data. In real time, whatever you are getting actually, that is nothing but a whole data set. Also called as a population. Also called as what, man? Generally, the training data set should be, how much it is, Sarji? 70%. Chappan Sarji, 70. This 70% ఉంటుంది in real time. 70% ఉంటుంది. This is so called as a 30%, Sarji. This is so called as what exactly, man? 30%. Now, what we need to do, we need to take ML algorithm, we need to train this data set. Okay, this data set we need to take and train machine learning algorithm. Okay, then you can just try to create a machine learning algorithm. Can I take one nice best, can I take this diagram? Yeah, machine learning algorithm. I'm sorry, ML model. ML algorithm actually. ML algorithm we need to train. With what data? Can you tell me? Training data set. What data, Sarji? Training data set. Once ML algorithm is trained very well, then what we need to do, Sarji? We need to use same model. We need to use what exactly, sir? Same model for a testing purpose. For what purpose actually? Testing purpose. Testing purpose. Okay. So I'm sorry for my overaction. So this sorry, Sarji. This diagram might be helpful for you. We need to test the model. We need to test what exactly, sir? We need to test the train model. Train in model మనం టెస్ట్ చేయాలి. This is the best diagrammatic representation. We need to, sorry, we need to test the train model. What model? Train model. Why testing? To check accuracy. చెప్పండి Sarji, why testing? Why testing? To check accuracy. To check accuracy. This is a good diagram, Sarji. Can I take this diagram? Ayyo. What is the time? 10:28. ML steps. 9 a.m. What is the today date? Date చెప్తారా? 20? Okay. You can just try to take this first diagram. Okay, can I continue? Yeah, Daniel, you can continue. Look at my screen. Yeah, exactly. Here, yeah, training data set is a large one. Testing data set is what exactly mean? Small one. Now, this train data set, I mean to say, train data set is used to train the model. Go back to my father example. Thank God that example is mapping very clearly actually. Am I right? That 70 images he wanted to train. He wanted to what mean? Train. What is the problem statement? Cat or a dog, right? So to recognize cat or dog plus question problem. This is the part of the data set which is used to what exactly mean? Train the model. Typically, training data set contains either 60 to 70% of the total data set. How much actually? 60 to 70. But according to the industry standards, so 70 is a good actually. First step is model should get the train. Model should get the train with what exactly mean? Training data set. During the training, model learns the parameter, nothing but a patterns, nothing but a knowledge actually. కంక్లూజన్ ఆఫ్ ది స్టోరీ డేటా హ్యావింగ్ అండర్లైన్ ప్యాటర్న్స్ అంటే డేటాలో కనిపించకుండా మనకి నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంటుంది ఆ నాలెడ్జ్ ని గెయిన్ చేస్తుంది నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎస్ అ టెస్టింగ్ ఆల్వేస్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఫస్ట్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ అ టెస్టింగ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ వాట్ మై టెస్టింగ్ యాక్చువల్ టెస్ట్ డేటా సెట్ ఈస్ యూజ్డ్ టు టెస్ట్ ద మోడల్ వన్స్ మోడల్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఈస్ డన్ then we need to test the model with what exactly man for training train data set for testing test data set during testing the model we will understand about model performance. Let's go back to my father example. After training is done, my father wanted to know either Daniel really he gained the knowledge or not actually. Then he need to apply testing. He need to apply what man? During the testing the model, we will understand about the model performance. Either it is really what exactly good or not. Size of the test data set is about 15 to 30%. 30% is a good standard set actually. How to decide the size of the data set? There is no thumb rule, sir. అంటే థంబ్ రూల్ అంటూ లేదు ఇది 70 ఉండాలి ఇది 30 ఉండాలి రైట్ బట్ లెట్ మీ టెల్ యూ రిమెంబర్ వన్ థింగ్ ట్రైన్ డేటా సెట్ షుడ్ బి ఆల్వేస్ లార్జ్ దెన్ వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ టెస్ట్ డేటా సెట్ దిస్ ఇస్ ఆల్వేస్ లార్జ్ ఇది పెద్దగా ఉండాలి దిస్ వన్ ఇస్ అ లార్జ్ డేటా సెట్ లార్జ్ సైజ్ దిస్ వన్ ఇస్ వాట్ సర్జీ స్మాల్ సైజ్ ఇది స్మాల్ సైజ్ ఉంటే సరిపోతుంది ఓకే move on. Sorry. But according to the experts, 70-30, 60-40 we are not using. 60-40 is the size of train and what exactly? Test data set. Creating array. Get ready, sir. Creating what, Saji? Array. So starting. The topic we are starting actually. Get ready. Now, train and test data set. Practicals. Can I tell you one small important one? ఒక చిన్న ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ చెప్పమంటారా? ఇఫ్ ఎనీబడి ఆల్రెడీ నో మెషిన్ లెర్నింగ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇందులో ఎవరికైనా తెలిసినట్లయితే ట్రస్ట్ మీ యూఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు లెర్న్ ఏ లాట్. ఈ స్టెప్ లో మీరు చాలా ఎక్కువ విషయాలు తెలుసుకుంటారు. ఈవెన్ హూ ఆల్రెడీ నో ఎంఎల్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ స్టెప్ యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ యూ డోంట్ నో ఎనీథింగ్. మీకు అసలు తెలియదని నేను ప్రూవ్ చేస్తాను. సో ఐ మీన్ ప్రూవింగ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ మై మెయిన్ మోటో బట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ హౌ ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ యాక్చువల్. గుడ్. సో ద ఫస్ట్ వన్ విల్ బి let me take a array. Let me take what exactly, sir? Array. Come on, let us just have to take array. Did you remember array topic? Which will come under NumPy. Let me create one small 10 values. So, can I copy paste this? Import NumPy as NP, and here it's okay. Dataset equals to NP dot a range actually a range 10. Let me just try to print this dataset. Let me give a small explanation. To create array, there are different functions what we have. What is the function I covered previously? Function name is a array. What is the function? Array actually. But here what I'm using actually, Sarji? Yeah, good. Range means Python. Range means what, Sarji? Python. A means what exactly? Array range. Array range actually. Indirectly we are creating array range. If you are specifying 10 actually, starts from 0. Starts from what, man? 0 to 9 value. 0 to what value? 9 value. Come on, let us just try to see. Creating array. Array create chesam successful ga. Think like this one is a data set. Yeah, very good, very good. First of all, insertion order is fixed, Sarji. In array, insertion order is fixed. What is fixed actually? Insertion order is fixed. Creating array. Creating an array. Array means group of values. Insertion order is fixed. Why you are covering that point now? Hold on, Sarji. Array create చేస్తున్నాం కదా. We have created an array. Move on to the next one. Oh, get ready, sir. Let me introduce one small predefined function. ఒక predefined function introduce చేస్తాను చూడండి. Amazing function. చాలా బాగుంటుంది అది. Go back to the Python. Can I tell you? So these are all, please make a note. ఈ functions ని చూడగానే మీరు predefined functions అని మీరు గుర్తించాలి. Under Python, under what exactly, sir? Python. Can you tell me print is a predefined function, type is a predefined function, length is a predefined function, input is a predefined function, blah, blah, blah. The next one, map is a predefined function. Next one, filter is a predefined function. Good. These are all you need to be understood. Under pandas actual, read underscore CSV. The next one, read underscore JSON, thank God. Read underscore Excel. Excel. Good. Sir, ML. Machine learning, one of the first important predefined function is train underscore test underscore split. Come on, one more time. Train underscore test underscore split. Are you talking about this function? First to point, this is the predefined function coming from machine learning algorithm. Coming from machine learning subject. What subject actually? Now you need to understand what is the purpose of this function. What is the purpose of this function? Are you ready? Good. Man, whenever you are calling this one, this function by default it will do two things actually. Rendu vishayalu chestadi. What is the first one? First to point, by default it will apply shuffling operation. Okay, what operation? Did you remember my father example? What is the first operation? Shuffle. Manually we no need to shuffle. Just call the function, give the data to this function actually. It will apply shuffling. It will apply what, man? Next one. It will even apply splitting. Apply what exactly, sir? Applying this, apply splitting the data set. Splitting what exactly, man? Such a beautiful operation, sir. Chala baguntundi function. Okay? Get ready to understand. I will read this theory. Hold on. A theory నేను చదువుతాను. So later, but let me show you first practical. నేను practical గా చూపిస్తాను. Ignore the theory as of now. I will come back here. Oh, get ready. I have a question for you. From main package, sub package, and you are importing something directly, and here you are using actually. Can somebody guess what it is actually? Predefined function. Tell me, Sarji. This is something like a from pandas import read underscore CSV. From pandas import read underscore JSON. From sklearn dot model underscore selection train underscore test underscore split. One more time. Train underscore test underscore split, right? All are lowercase. All are what case? Almost maybe either function or variable. It is a function. How can we say? After you are importing, you are using parenthesis. You are using what, man? 100% guarantee it is a function. Please recognize that. Adi gurtinchali meer first. We cannot say it is a class. How can we say? Adi class ani manu cheppalem. Adi class kaadu. Ela cheppochu? Yeah, very good. Why? Because that is not started with what, man? Capital letter lo ledu starting. If it is in capital letter, no doubt at all it is a class. Chappan sir, it is a class actual. Okay, then we'll do one thing. So the data set is ready. That data set, my father have taken the data and he applied two operations manually. One is a shuffling operation, next one. Now let us take the data, pass this data to the function. Now function will do operations actually. Come on, let us apply this one, sir. మనం apply చేద్దాం చూడండి. You can just say to call this function, importing the function, now call the function. I can make it like a result equals to, sir, I will ask one question, get ready. మీకు తెలుసు నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏ క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతాను, ఎవరైనా చెప్తారా? Function calling, you are assigning into variable, back end written, man, everywhere written. So please understand, right? You are importing a function, that function you are calling, that's still okay. This function taking one parameter. This function taking what man? Then pass the value. Parameterized function in the backend. What do you mean by parameterized function? Function calling, return statement, pure Python based. Pure what man? Python lo meer strong undali. Okay, good. Function calling, you are assigning it to what exactly? Variable. Now get ready sir, let us just to print. Now let me tell you, em chestundo telusa? Can I tell you? As of now, for the given example, this function returns this function returns list to data structure. This function returns what data structure? List to data structure. Inside that list, there are two arrays. There are how many arrays? Two arrays. First array having more values. Second array having the small values. First array is nothing but a training data set. Second array is nothing but, and before doing these are all thing, it will apply shuffling operation. What operation? Can you look at the data? Insertion order is fixed. What do you mean by that? Insertion. I mean, what is order here actually? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are going to see the result. Insertion order should not be fixed actually. It should be shuffled. మనకి చూడండి. Let us spend here. ఇక్కడ చాలా టైం స్పెండ్ చేయాలి మనం. Taking some time. Easy. Very easy, sir. ఇవి చాలా easy. మీరు hello. Can I release the memory? Oh my god. System. Come on. Now it runs quickly. Very good. This is the data set we already know. Whenever you are calling this function is returning first of all list. Okay. List starting and list closing. List closing. Within the list, this one is the first array. This one is what, Saji? Second array. How can we say it is a list actually? Comma separated. What separated? Sir, please understand, the beauty is first point data shuffled. First point data. After shuffle, it started splitting the data. Right? So the first one, 5, 2, 3, 9, randomly shuffled actually. The next one, what exactly? 7, 8, 6. I'm sorry, 8, 7, 6 actually. Did you understand? No, sir. So the point is, whenever you are calling that function, by default it is applying two operations. By default it is applying. What is the first one? Shuffling. Next one? Great, man. Seriously great. Can I rerun one more time? You can run, Sarji. You can run one more time. Yeah. So again data shuffle and data splitting happen actually. Let us just have to run one more time. Again data shuffle, data splitting is happening. This is seriously very good. First of all, are you clear? We got the Sarji. Let's take this one. Shuffling and splitting by using train underscore test underscore predefined function. By using a train underscore test underscore function actual function. Okay. Okay. It is a predefined function. It is what exactly, sir? Predefined function. By using this, we can shuffle and split the data. Split the data set actually. Data set. This is really beautiful. All right, sir. Let me close today.